Hello everyone, this is Franck LAGOU. Nowadays, it's obvious that we are in a new era, the era of the machine, the new age of the machine. So it is like we are making a transition to the future. So today we will talk about the future. We will talk about this future. We will talk about the second age, the second machine age. Okay, so what is this age? Human in transition to be robots, or can we in the future, will human be able to fly, or will car fly? There is many questions that can be asked, and it is important to notice that all of those questions are impossible questions right now, but everything, as we see with the progress of the technology, is possible. So yeah, so let's try to explore this field. Let's go. Where a curve, we'll be able to see that for many thousands of years, humanity was a very gradual upward trajectory. Progress was achingly slow, almost invisible. Animals and farms, wars and empires, philosophies and religions all failed to exert much influence. But just over 200 years ago, something sudden and profound arrived and bent the curve of the human history of population and social development almost 90 degrees. What is these things? These things is engine progress. Of course, of course, if we are sure of something, that is, the Industrial Revolution is not only the story of steam power, but steam started it all. More than anything else, it allowed us to overcome the limitation of muscle power, human and animal, and generate massive amounts of useful energy thanks to the steam. And this led to factories and mass production, to railways and mass transportation. It led, in other words, to a modern life. This was the first age of the machine. The Industrial Revolution ushered in humanity's first machine age. The first time our progress was driven primarily by technological innovation, and it was the most profound changement that the society have to support. So the next step was the apparition of computer, who led to the development of the computer science. Now the good are not tangible, are not physical, but we go in the digital universe. So it is another universe where uh, when you have only just one thing, you can multiply it through the process of digitation. You can copy and paste. So here, this word led to another type of economy, and everything was changed, everything was mixed, everything was, how, if I can say, it is a shocking economy, a shocking things. Yeah, if you look at the prior history of the humanity, and then we have to assume it, but we also have to update our life, our our ways, our manners. So this was, yes, this was the other step, and yes, right now we are always in this step, but we are in transition to another type of era. But this era was also very famous because we saw a lot of things like the internet apparition nowadays with for example with the usefulness of internet. We are able to communicate from everywhere around the world. That is just awesome. That is just, how to say, I don't have the word to describe it, because with WhatsApp you don't have to buy some credit in your phone call, yeah, a big amount of credit in your phone call to call someone that is, yeah, just very far from you. You just have to buy about 200 CFA, yes, and you can call, make video call. That was just impossible. That was just stuff of witchcraft days ago. I say days ago, years ago. So nowadays it is just the power of the technology that lead the world. The power of technology even change mentalities, because when the technology improve, we have to improve we have to update our life. It's not our life who try to update technology, but that is the reverse that we see nowadays in our world, because human it is like human discover another side of himself. He didn't know that he is able to do certain things, so when he discovered that, there is new capacity, his new capability, so he is very 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 affected, if I can say that, psychologically. It is, when you see that, for example, you are able to travel with a car, so you think that you start to begin, yet with the mentality that walking to travel, to make a journey, is a loss of time, because now you see that you are able to travel with a car, and human create, made, built car. So you start to think as time is money. You don't have time to waste, and all those things make the economy process more faster, because with the tools we engineer, create, making search, seeking for a new project every day, everywhere. So we have to update our mind, our new, modern thought, because it affects the society everywhere, even women, even children, even men. Everybody has to change and to consider the new era. It's it let nobody, because even those person who are very conservative have to adapt, because if you don't want to use certain tool, you are very very in the past, and you are like those guys say, the biologist, yes, how, what is his name, Charles Darwin. It is like Charles Darwin laws of evolution. If you are weak, you have to disappear. So it is like that. So that now we are at another step. You know, another step. We are just go deeper in the road that we have and built. Amazing. But now we are in another history, another kind of history. We have to go more seriously, because when we have created the computer, it wasn't, the goal to transform the society. Now it is the real transformation, because now we have to lead. You have to assume, you have to get the leadership to choose, and not only the technological transformation, but also the laws and the psychologist transformation. Because when we have discovered the computer, we have created, it was just to make scientists scientific research. It was just about calculus, but now we have to assume now we are going into a big transition, the era of, you know, artificial intelligence, the era of robotics. Humans have to deal with robots. We have to communicate with robots as our assistants, as our, our manufacturers, as our workers. Because here nowadays we already see that everywhere in the world there are some robots who do the job at some companies or manufacturing. So nowadays we are in this transition, we are in this step, we have to deal with them, and we are going in a world, a numerical world, where even singer can make the apparition in games. Everything is dislocated, everything is, at the risk of seeing humanity lose its value, or win another type of value. We have a new kind of game. We can add new legend, new history, new myth to in the mind of our children. So we have to decide. But if we decide to update, it will be good. But if we decide to not update, it is a choice also. But we are, it is inevitable. We are strongly going into this direction, the direction of the changement. We have to change things. But now we have to assume this changing things. All the population, it is the staff, it is the affair of everybody. We have to communicate with robots. If you want to avoid singularity, we have to adapt. Because as scientists said, about many jobs will disappear. About many jobs will disappear, I say it again, because robots are here and they are better than humans in many fields, like calculus or certain like that. Because machine is accurate, very accurate than human, but human has the creativity. The creativity is proper to human. Right now, yes, because we don't know robots. Yeah, we know robots. Even we know robots, we are able to be creative. We are able to sing artificial intelligence. But you have to assume, we have to control. Parents have to control all those things, the social network of the kids, information, because we are in the information transmission. Everybody, we are always on the social network, because as the statistics say it, humans spend about 5 or 6 hours in minute on the smartphone. But the new way of communicating, the new way of social network will be more powerful to capture human. So we have to choose where we want to invest our time, because time will be money. Time is already money in our society, where everything is fast. We have to choose, because in the third age of the machine, the new industry age, with a higher volume, internet volume, with 5G, we'll go very faster. So we have to make decision. We have to look at the human side of things, because you don't want that our TV presentator disappear, because now robots are able to communicate. So we have to choose between technical choice and human choice. We have to choose between humans and robots for the choice. And now my exhortation is to be ready mentally. This is my job. This is what I can advise to you. Start to reflect on this topic. It is Frank. Thank you. If you liked this video that I made, I try to conscientize people. So yes, help me. subscribe on the channel.